All right, today's video topic is a little bit different from what I normally post, and for very good reason. I got married. Now, my wife and I just got back from a 3-week honeymoon in Europe, and let me start by saying, damn, it feels so good to be back home, back in the old US of A. All right? Don't get me wrong, Europe was cool as fuck. We went to London, then Cambridge, then we took a train to Paris, and then we flew to Sicily, and then we flew to Rome, and that's where we ended. We saw some of the most beautiful cities, architecture, art. We ate some of the best food I've ever had in my life, pasta, pizza. But we made a huge mistake, and here's why. It was our first time in any of those cities for both of us. And so just right off the bat, planning a 6-city honeymoon for 3 weeks in foreign countries with languages we don't speak for either of us was no easy feat. It was not easy at all. And I think going into it, we were both just so overcome with excitement, and we weren't really thinking about how exhausting it was going to be packing, traveling, and unpacking 7 different times over 3 weeks. Not to mention, we also attended a wedding in between. So basically, we were just blinded by FOMO. And on top of that, bro, Europe in the summer, it was hot as a witch's titty. All right. That heat is no joke in Europe. So being outside, walking around these cities every day in 80 to 90 degree heat, it was brutal. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm like 8 shades darker than I typically am. And also, what I realize is that Europeans don't believe in air conditioning, at least not like us Americans. And so one example, our Paris Airbnb was beautiful. It was like modern, it was sleek, but no AC. Like, what the fuck? And it also took me a little bit getting used to the fact that Europeans just have a different, more chill lifestyle. Like, everywhere shuts down at 3 p.m. in the middle of a workday and just closes until dinner time. Like, they all just go home, sleep, they relax, they chill in the middle of a fucking workday. Nobody is stressed about anything. They probably laugh about how us Americans are just slaving away every day like we're on our last penny. It's insane. But, besides those little first world problems, we had an amazing time. I think my favorite was Sicily. You will never convince me that there is a more beautiful place on earth than Sicily. And then we went to Rome. We went to the Vatican, which, despite there being 25,000 tourists there all at the same time, let me tell y'all, the artwork and the architecture in the Sistine Chapel, the St. Peter's Basilica, is absolutely mind-blowing. Like, I had goosebumps. I have goosebumps thinking about it just right now. But standing in the middle of the Sistine Chapel and walking into the St. Peter's Basilica, it's incomprehensible how human beings created this. And looking up and seeing the artwork that Michelangelo painted over decades was like incredible. It's incredible. And learning about the history of it all is just, it's even more insane. So I highly, highly recommend, if you ever have the opportunity to visit Italy, Rome or Sicily, I highly recommend it. But make sure you do the guided tour, because it's way better when you have someone explaining what you're looking at, because if not, it's just so overwhelming to see all of it. So yeah, we did all the touristy stuff this time around. I don't regret any of it, especially when you get to do it with your best friend, which is what I consider my wife. That's what my wife is to me. So, listen, having a music career is hard enough, dealing with all the ups and downs, but if you have a solid partner by your side, it's like having a parachute strapped to your back. You'll never crash and burn as long as you have them next to you. And I've been with my wife for over 10 years now. She stood by my side in the very, very early stages of young Kato before I had shit. I had nothing. I was a struggling musician with no money and a broken down Kia. All right, that's what I had. But I had goals and I had dreams of making it one day. And even to this day, she'll tell me and she'll tell all of our friends that I was her best investment. So to everyone watching this video who hasn't found that yet, don't believe all the bullshit that you see on social media. When you find real love, you'll recognize it. And we met on Tinder, by the way. So yeah, even if you're on these dating apps, real love is out there for you. All right, I promise. Anyway, I wanted to make sure that I gave y'all a video this week. But the real news is that I'm super, super close to finishing my 0 to 100 masterclass. I'll be teaching a very, very small group of music creators everything that I know about marketing. But here's the catch. Spots will be very limited. So if you want to make sure that you get the opportunity to enroll, you need to get on the early bird list. I put a link in the description. Just click that link, fill out your name, your email, your phone number, and I will send you all the details for how to enroll, how to get in as soon as it goes live. So this masterclass, I promise y'all, is a game changer. If you struggle with marketing your music, creating content, social media, if it seems like stressful, if it seems annoying for you to be juggling all these things and also make the music, I'm giving you the cheat codes in this masterclass, literally. So be sure to like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Lots of updates and gems on the way. See y'all soon. Peace.